How is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm trying some new software tonight. You guys able to hear me? Ricky, can you hear me okay? All right, good deal. New webcam, new software and everything. I want to make sure all this is working good. Appreciate you stopping by, Ricky Lee. I know you're always here. Roshi, I know you come in quite a bit. Thank you for coming by. Give a few minutes for everybody to get in there. Hey, Stupid Fast, man! I want to say thank you so much for that yesterday. It's hard to when you're live streaming on an iPhone, walking around a car show. There's no way you can keep up with the comments. I seen that pop up, and I was really grateful you did that. Not necessary, but very much appreciated. Appreciate that. I've got some cool stuff for you guys tonight. Plus, I got to tell you guys. Oh, it's blurry. Uh-huh. What's up, Sean? Can't stay long. Got to get to bed. You got an early morning, don't you? You got to get up at like 3 or 4 in the morning for work. Let me see if I can make a change real quick on the. I don't know if I can change it now. Let's see here. See if that made a difference. House, is that better? Hey, what's happening? I appreciate that. Better Way Solutions. Yeah, I enjoy getting to get out to the car shows and just seeing what else is out there. A ton of Mustang stuff was out there yesterday. There was like, I think 3 or 4 Shelby GT350s. And if you guys have anything about me, that is like my dream car to get a GT350. So yeah, I'm trying to. So I think you use StreamYard, don't you, G-Funk? Also, guys, I think I seen an Instagram post today where G-Funk said he just hit 800 subs. We need to do everything we can to help that guy get some more subs. So I'm sure that everybody that's going to be on this live stream tonight, who also listens to it in the future and watches it in the future, probably already subscribes to G-Funk. But if you don't, do me a solid and go over there and check his channel out. Yeah, I don't do the G-Funk. I don't do the. I just downloaded it today, and I've just been using the YouTube Studio one before, but I like these extra stuff in here. I thought about doing the paid thing, but I'm tight, so I don't want to pay for anything. But I guess I could have my own branding on here. But it seems, I mean, it was super simple. I'll tell you that it was super simple to set up and use. Plus, I guess you can also live stream your Facebook simultaneously as well if you want. So Ricky said, liked your last video. Went back and watched all the ones I have not watched yet. Watched all the commercials too. I appreciate that, Ricky. Yeah, I don't have a ton of videos out there. I mean, I'm not even. I didn't do a normal upload today. Just too much going on for me to wrap stuff up, and just couldn't get it all pulled together. Life happens. I'm not that committed sometimes. So, yes, sir, Sean, it sure is. It was super easy. Thrash 5.0. Missed you just a second ago. What's going on, boss? Haven't talked to you in a while. Hope to see you at Cars and Coffee soon. I'm trying to see your car in the picture, which looks like an S550 that's black. So I'm assuming we've talked before. You'll have to tell me your name because I am bad. I remember cars, though, I'll tell you that. Fat Boy Fox. Hey, that's my name. What is happening, Fat Boy Fox? Oh man, nice profile pic there. Nice hatch LX, 4-inch cowl on it. Good looking car. Sean, we'll have to do this some night when I guess you can do where you can have multiple people on here. We'll have to get on here and do one together. Get on here and do dueling banjos together. I'll go grab my acoustic in there. You go grab your banjo. Nathan? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember Nathan. Yes, sir. I think I first meet you guys at the Route 66 show, you and your dad. I think your dad was actually trying to talk me out of my Fox body at the time when he was looking for your first car, and he said he got you an S550. I think that's you guys. What is happening, Heath? I see there is a Mustang week scheduled this year. If so, am I going? To be honest with you, I haven't even looked at it yet. And that's Mustang week is in Myrtle Beach, right? Is that where it's at? Somebody pipe up there. Isn't Mustang week in Myrtle Beach? I've never been. I'd love to go. It's a heck of a haul. I talked to my wife. So when is it this year? Because that's something I may think about trying to get to. Oh Lord. See, I'm going to try to get to a couple of shows this year. Foxtoberfest, Mustang Week. It's just, man, that's getting out to North Carolina and the Myrtle Beach. That's a haul from Southwest Missouri. I'd sure like to go. Yeah, if they have one, it should be September-ish. And I usually go to Midwest Fox Fest in September, but I don't think it's the same I don't think it's the same week that that Mustang Week is. I think it's usually like the week after or the week before in September. Hey, thank you, Fat Boy. I guess it's still, let me pull it. Let me see what it looks like. Let me pull up my YouTube on my phone here. You know what I think it is, guys? I think it's my crappy internet. I'll be honest with you. I think it's probably what it is. Yep. Because, well, let's try this. But just to see, we'll do this as a test. How you guys bear with me. Bear with me. I'm going to switch cameras from the external webcam to my laptop webcam here. And we will see if, because the feedback I'm getting on my screen is crystal clear. I'm almost going to bet the cam on my laptop, which is going to be a different angle. Let's see if we can get it kind of proper here. That's definitely kind of, all right, let's try that and we'll see. I know the quality on that's not going to be near as good. So how's that camera, guys? I bet it's worse. Guess I can look myself. Yeah, it's my internet. It sucks. Sorry, guys. I hate that. It ain't like it's all that pretty to look at me anyway. All righty, so we'll go back to this view so you ain't seeing everything back here. So I don't know if it's a mess back there or not. All right, so sorry, just bear with me on that, guys. Let me catch up on the comments real quick. You should do the Summer Nights Cruise in Somerset, Kentucky. Now, Kentucky's not a terrible drive from here. I've been to Kentucky many times. August is the Mustang show. That's something. Um, so Mustang Week ends on the weekend of Midwest Fox Fest. Man, that'd be kind of tough then, House, because I mean, I'm in the Midwest, so I know Mustang Week's a much bigger week, but I sure do want to make it to Midwest Fox Fest. Hey, oh, cool, man. Heath, I appreciate that. I'm glad I can help out with that. What's the StreamYard sign in? I don't know. What does that mean? G-Funk, if you're still on here, you might can help out with that. What? I don't know, House. All good. We can still hear you loud and clear. That's good, man. I hope my daughter's not doing. So I'm kind of here in the middle of the country, guys. Have you probably seen on some of my videos, and it's kind of funny. I just got a letter last week from the telephone company who does my DSL here. I'm actually lucky to get DSL, but so let me tell you how fast they upgraded my speed to for free. They really wanted to let me know how much they upgraded me to. Now I'm at 20 meg downstream and 2 meg upstream for my internet. That's pretty dang amazing, right? Slow down. So G-Funk says they're waiting on Foxtober, Fox Resto. So Jen and Matt, we're waiting on Jen and Matt to announce the Foxtoberfest. Hopefully we'll get to do it this year. I was really looking at going last year. I know they just announced doing the Chocolate Fox, but I'm not going to make it to Hershey, Pennsylvania for that. Copy and paste your web address on your in the chat so people can join. Well, yeah, I see that. So yep, y'all get me with all this new technology. I'm just watching it like a normal live stream. Okay, so I got so how many people do we have in here? We got 24 folks watching. And I want to tell y'all kind of what I'm embarrassed about. If you guys seen the what I put in here, yeah, so I made a mistake. Iowa Mustangs. Oh yeah, turn back. I think you told me about that. Sorry, I got to go up to Iowa. Matter of fact, I need to get up to Iowa and do some travel for work here pretty soon as well. I travel all through Iowa for work. So yeah, guys, I want to tell y'all what I did. And then I also got some cool trivia for you. And I'm going to get 2 winners on trivia tonight that will win a hat for one and a shirt for the other. And but we'll get to that here in just a bit. We won't be on here longer than an hour. I usually can't talk or listen to myself talk for more than an hour. I bought something again from CJ Pony Parts, and I thought I'd never buy anything from them again. And lo and behold, they never fail to disappoint. I'm telling you guys, oh, it's comical, man. I don't even know how they can do it and be so bad every time. And guys, I am a diehard LMR guy. I really am. I love that company just because I love how they take care of their customers. I like American Muscle too. I've never had an issue with American Muscle. And but LMR doesn't sell what I wanted to buy for the S550. And this goes back to deciding which wheels I wanted to get for the car. So a lot of you guys have went on there and commented on the video when I was trying to decide what wheels to get. And there was a ton of comments on there that was saying, hey, don't do black. Everybody does black. And I had my heart set on black. And I really kind of took that to heart. And then the more I looked at the Performance Pack 2 wheels that were in black, the more I liked them better in the darker gunmetal. And so kind of get you guys thinking along my thought process. But I really wasn't crazy. I really wanted 20s. I really wanted a staggered set of 20s. And then those 5 spokes I like, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on those. And because I really wanted a little bit larger of a staggered setup, and I liked the 10s and the 11s for the the Performance Pack 2 wheels, but I didn't like them that they were in 19s. So I was really in a dilemma, and I decided, okay, I made the decision I was going to buy gunmetal Performance Pack 2 wheels. And I went to go LMR, going to make my order, back order till like the end of March because of the tires, as far as, because you could still get the wheels, you just couldn't get the tires. And I wanted to buy the whole package deal with the nittos and everything. And I was like, all right. So of course, I'm just like you guys. I'm looking at other stuff, trying to decide what I'm going to do. I really want to get the video made for the car because I've got everything else here. And I want to get the video made of putting all this stuff on the car because I want to put it on the car too, but I'm not going to do it till I can video it for you guys. So I was like, all right. So I find the best price, and I found a different wheel. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to share my screen. I think I got it pulled up over here on the laptop screen. I'm going to pull that up and show you guys the wheels that I end up picking. So you guys will be the only ones to know which ones I got. And so let me get this pulled up over here. I'll pull this up, guys. All right. That is the wheels that I purchased right there. What do you guys think about those? Those are Shelby CS3 wheels. And I fell in love with them. I fell in love with them too because they were 9.5s up front and 11s out back, and they're 20s, and they're Shelbys. They're a little bit more money, but I love them. I absolutely love them. What do you guys think? You guys like them? They're real similar. If you look at them, they have a lot of the looks of the the Performance Pack 2 wheels, but they're Shelby, and I was like, man, that's just a lot more. Seems to me that just is a little bit more value to them than the SVE wheels. I had to buy tires and all that stuff separate. They're actually at the tire shop already. I bought them from Amazon, and they ship straight to the tire store. So here I go find the best price because, I mean, I'm on a budget and I'm trying to get the best deal I can. And I actually wanted to go buy them either off American Muscle or Shelby themselves. Both of those companies were a good bit higher. CJ Pony Parts had them on sale. Plus, my wife's in the medical industry, so we're able to use her ID Me medical discount that CJ offers, which is great that they do that. And it's an 8% discount at CJ. So I got them for a pretty decent price. Well, I'm paying for that. So I wish I could put those on a Fox. Yeah, those ain't fitting on a Fox, buddy. So let me catch up just a couple of comments here. So everybody seems to like the wheels. Are you building any 5.0s? I'm doing buying a long block or a complete 30. I'll have low compression. 1974 302. I am not doing any. Actually, the only thing I've been working on building here right now is actually an old Chevy 265 V8 that's going in this 57 Chevy. And I'm not much of a motor builder, guys. So I'm probably not your best person to ask questions about doing a 331. I know a lot of that. If you're going to do a stroked 302, it really just depends on what you want to do with it. If you're going to keep it naturally aspirated or you're going to put a supercharger on it, just what your plans are with it. If it's just going to be a daily, you just want something with some extra power. And again, those kind of questions, you're best to talk to. There's a ton of stuff out there. As a matter of fact, Gearhead 704 just did a pretty good videos about him trying to decide if he's going to do, I think, doing the the 347 or the 331 and all that. So Yeah, so that's all I can tell you on that. On the wheels, they are actually gunmetal. They're dark gunmetal. I've got, and we'll get back to the why I'm a little frustrated with CJ Pony Parts. I've got 3 of them here. Yeah, three wheels. So I get things happen in shipping. I would never be mad at a company because of a shipping situation. I get that stuff happens. 100% understand that. I get frustrated, and let me pull this back off here. I get a little frustrated because it seems like, and I'll tell you guys, the gear I got here behind me and the stuff is taken off. We ship out stuff every day, and I'm blessed because of that. But I get messages all the time, like, and people all pissed off because they don't have their stuff yet. And I get it, but I'm like, man, I can't control how fast the mail gets to you. Um, so so anyway, they I guess something happened in shipping with FedEx on one of those wheels. Maybe it got damaged or something. But to try to call them is 20 and 30-minute long waits. I just finally gave up. Finally got somebody that said they're going to take care of it. They're like, yeah, but we got to have the wheels, got to be shipped back and this and that before we can ship you out another one. And I'm like, I had stuff planned and scheduled, had stuff scheduled at the tire store. I'm like, if you guys know it was damaged in shipping, it's never got to me. It was never delivered. Matter of fact, FedEx doesn't even show anything. It just says pending delivery if you pull that tracking number up. And I'm like, yeah. And then they just don't care. It's like, well, whatever. I was like, well, if you guys know there was an issue with the shipment, why haven't you went ahead and shipped out the other wheel? Well, we don't. That's not the way we do things. Well, I gave you all my money. If there was an issue with FedEx, that's between you and FedEx. Ship me another wheel. And then I was promised follow-ups, never got anything back. So I'm just in limbo. And to try to call them to figure something out, I just want to know what's going on. What is the resolution? What's the situation? That's all. I am an easy guy to deal with when it comes to customer service. I worked in retail for many years, and I know how people can be. And I'm trying so much not to be that guy when it comes to dealing with customer service reps, because I know they're just following a process that they have to follow. But that's why I go back. I never get mad at the person I'm dealing with. I get mad at the company because it shows their underlying policies that are not customer centric. When you go deal with companies like LMR and there's a situation, they empower their employees to make customer centric decisions that allow customer satisfaction without ever getting anybody else involved. And that's the difference between a great company. And I don't think CJ Pony Parts is a bad company. They just don't have policies that put the customer first. That's all. And so here I am, that customer that just spent a ton of money with them, and I'm just sitting here in limbo. So I'm embarrassed that I spent money again with CJ Pony Parts, but I can guarantee you this: I will spend more money to buy the same thing from somewhere else next time, and I will not let the price choose my decision. So there's that. 427 Walrus. Yeah, man, dude, it's just frustrating, man. You get everything here, you think you're done, you're ready to go, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get this car done, and you got 3 wheels sitting out there, beautiful looking wheels. Gunmetal. They're really dark gunmetal though, and that's what I like. I didn't want the light gunmetal. I wanted the dark gunmetal. Yeah. So Ricky, and here's the thing: if I could just go by here, so I was talking to my buddy Nick. We were just texting earlier. The guy that has the 2-tone Cobra clone, and he said, won't you just buy another one? I don't have a problem. I can order another one, but I just, as sure as I do, they'll send out another one, and then I got to fight with them about sending another one back. And they're like, well, that's your problem. You shouldn't have bought another one. I can guarantee you that's what would happen. I'm going to put this up here, G-Funk. That is, I can't, shipping stuff I can't blame them for, but I can blame them for not taking care of it after the issue. That because their employees are not empowered to make any kind of decisions to take care of a customer. And you are right, Dwayne. I have dealt with many people at LMR, and if you've seen my LMR video, I can promise you guys that video had nothing to do with just other than my gratitude towards a great company. LMR's never done anything for me. I'm not big enough of a channel for them to sponsor any of that kind of stuff. But I can tell you what, they deserve every bit of credit that they get. So what do you guys think? We got 32 folks on here, and thank you all for being on here. Make sure you smash that like button. I really appreciate you guys hanging out here with me, because I enjoy getting to hang out with you guys. But I do want to do some trivia, and I think this will probably be a good time for it. So you guys be ready on the keyboard, and I've got 2 trivia questions for you. The first one, we're going to give away a shirt. The second one, we're going to give away a hat. Got the stuff right here behind me. And so, and this is my father-in-law, and I used to play this song on the guitar with my father-in-law years ago when I was learning how to play guitar. G-Funk, see you, buddy. Sean, have a good night. Really appreciate you stopping by, my man. And if you guys, again, if you guys aren't already subscribed to G-Funk Express 5.0, go check him out. The dude's hilarious. I mean, I know he lives in Michigan, but I can't hold that against him. The dude is phenomenal channel. He's one of the guys I've been watching for quite some time, even before I was doing YouTube. And he definitely deserves a sub if you can get by there and check his channel out. All right, so you guys ready for some trivia? So the first one's going to be for the shirt. A song, it's a song trivia with a Mustang twist. So what was the classic Mustang song from 1966 that was a song about a woman and a Mustang? So the first person to tell me what was the name of the song and the artist will get to win a shirt. A 1966 release date, a song about a woman and a Mustang. Who was the artist and the name of the song? Artist and name of the song. First person to get both of those wins a shirt. G-Funk, what is happening, my man? I really appreciate it, man. Great to see the channel grow. I only had 120 subs at 49 videos. You're doing great. Got to put. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. That guy supported this channel a ton. Wilson Pickett. So I believe you were the. So I do believe. Let's look here. So I know. So Better Way Solutions, you had, that's more of the chorus of the song is Ride, Sally, Ride. The name of the song is Mustang Sally. So Phil Moore said the song first, but who had the song? And Wilson Pickett. Who we got here? So Mustang Sally, Ride, Sally, Ride. Wilson Pickett, Wilson Pickett. Who said both first? So it looks like Better Way Solutions has Wilson Pickett. Do you guys see that on the, looks like he had Mustang Sally, Wilson Pickett. It's moving quick. And I love that song. I learned how to play guitar. That was one of the songs I learned how to play guitar on. So you guys got to remember, you got to follow instructions. Y'all make it hard on me. Say the name of the song and the artist. And everybody was just saying either the name of the song or the artist. So I'm trying to see who did both first. Let me scroll through here, guys. So we had Mustang. So 4i Fox Freet said Mustang Sally. He had it right. Then Phil Moore said Mustang Dwayne. But Stupid Fast said the artist correctly first. So nobody said both first until Samuel Schuster got on here. Do you guys agree with that? I'm looking at the comments and I don't see anybody that said both of them. I see somebody that got the name and some of them got the song, but nobody said the name of the artist and the song. Samuel Schuster. You guys aren't. What do you guys? You guys all agree? I'm going back through the comments and seeing. Get my pen out here. Samuel, shoot me an email at 417fox@gmail.com and with your mailing address and the size of shirt. So you guys got another chance. You guys got another chance. Okay. So Samuel, you get on there, 417fox@gmail.com. Send me an email with the size of shirt and where I need to send it. I'll get you one sent out. All right. Appreciate that. All right. So same rules for this one, everybody. Well, the cat's here behind me. So same rules for everybody on this one, okay? You got to have the artist and the name of the song. And we're going to do a hat for this one. So get ready. We're going to go with what is the most famous Fox Body song, in my opinion. Who gets it first? The most famous Fox Body song. I was 14 when this song came out. That makes me feel old. The most famous Fox Body song. I was 14 when this song came out. Who is the artist and the name of the song? Money Pit Mustang, Brian. And Rocio, you was close, man, but the name of the song is Ice Ice Baby, and it's Vanilla Ice. I knew you guys would jump on that one pretty quick. All right, for bonus points, what is Vanilla Ice's real name? Speaking of a rolling in my 5.0 convertible, what is happening, Ryan? I appreciate you coming by. I just got a chance to check out that video you posted on Instagram. That's pretty cool. You guys getting out and rolling around with that new flag. So Money Pit Mustang Brian, 417fox@gmail.com. And send me your info so I can send you your hat. What kind of Fox do you have, Money Pit? And I know you're on my stuff all the time. Do you have a hatch or you got a coupe? I want to make sure I send you the right kind of hat. Yeah, it is Rob Van Winkle. That is right. Rob Van Winkle. The song was released in 1990. Funny story about that. I'm gonna tell you, I wore that tape out. I was in 9th grade, and I went to a very small school. I graduated with a class of 14 people. I remember my ninth grade year. We were in the same building from 7th grade through 12th grade at my school. So I had most of the same teachers from 7th through 12th grade. But I remember every year we would exchange gifts as a class. And I think maybe 9th grade was the last year we did that. I don't remember doing it in what we considered true high school years, which there was from 10th up. But everybody gave each other the Ice Ice Baby album. I don't know if that what it was called. It was the tape that everybody got. So Money Pit Mustang Brian, you want a coupe? What color is your coupe, Money Pit? you want, let's see, what we got here? You want the white and the black, or the gray and the black? And I've got some other colors over there if you want a colored hat. I've got like I've got some tri-colored stuff like this stuff here. I've got the oh, and I've also got this one here. Which one you want, Money Pit? The gray and the black. So you're going to go, all right, shoot me that email and I will send you out a new hat tomorrow. All right, cool deal. Dwayne. Oh, you know what? All right, that's cool. House, thank you for that, because I sure missed that. It moved really, really quick. Dwayne did do it first. All right, Dwayne, you're getting a hat too. Which one do you want? I'm going to send out you guys both a hat. Dwayne, sorry about that, buddy. Dwayne, you still on here? Dwayne? Hey, Street Fox 347, thanks for coming out and hanging out, man. Dwayne, black and gray, are you on a coupe or hatch? Or convertible? I got convertible too. Yes, sir, Ryan, I need to hook you up with the convertible hat. You're one of the reasons why I'm even doing convertible hats. All right, so we got a coupe. We'll go ahead and sit both of them out. And a hatch. So we got the hatch hat, we got the coupe hat. Hook both you guys up. Guys, I like giving back. I appreciate it. Phil Moore, hey, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the sub. I'll be honest with you guys. Gary had just popped in just a few minutes ago and was just talking about the channel growth, and it is amazing how much you guys have supported the channel in the first, what are we, 8 months in now? I started this channel 2 weeks after getting back from Ford Takeover, which was June the 8th last year. So Chris Page, what is happening? Your first time on live stream. Awesome. Hey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. And House, thank you for not letting me miss Dwayne on that. Guys, if you didn't know, House is probably one of the first subscribers to the channel. House, he is the one that also got the Foxit tattoo. Let's see if I can show you guys that. I think I shared it on my Facebook page, and we'll go there real quick on here, and I want to show you guys. And really cool dude, him and his son, and it was kind of by chance that he even got to come to Midwest Fox Fest. After I probably had 300 subscribers at the time when I went to Midwest Fox Fest. Wasn't very many. And, you know, he come over there and hung out. We talked for a while, and I love talking to folks. And, you know, we've just kind of stayed in touch ever since. And I sent him some stuff here not too long ago, and I can't wait for him to get his bezel put in so I can see it. Well, the cat is playing with something. So let's go see if I can go back and see that, because I don't do that many posts on, usually just about once or twice a week on my Facebook page. When House did that tattoo, I know I shared it on the Facebook page. There it is. Yep. Let's pull this up, and there we go. All right, there you go, House. You're still on here, aren't you? So that's a pretty dang cool tattoo, and you can kind of see why he decided, he kind of gave a little bit of story kind of behind it, which really kind of hit me hard too, you know, because you never know, you know. That's why there's no need in ever being a jerk to folks or not giving folks time, because we're all just out here part of the Mustang community. And I'll spend problem is I'll spend too much time talking to everybody, and you know, miss some folks because I won't quit talking. So well, you guys, that's pretty cool though, right? So so Sam, all right, yeah, I seen the email pop up on my phone. Thank you, sir. Andy Martin, hey y'all. Hey, appreciate you stopping by, Andy. That is a pretty cool tattoo, Ryan, which is Aiden's dad. Yeah, I was so House reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey, do you have that logo you can send me so he can get his tattoo artist?" Which of course he took the I want him to, you know, so it'd just be more, you know, with just the fox it and not have the fox on there, which is my channel logo, which he could use that if he wanted, but I think it turned out great also with that red. What is happening, Fox Fan 89? That guy never fails to comment on one of my videos. Thanks for stopping by. And he's usually one of the first too. He is usually one of the first. Fox Fan has always has some good comments. I have learned the faster the channel is growing, it is getting harder and harder for me to keep up with the comments on the channel. So if I miss you guys sometimes, it's tough. It's tough to go back, and I'll realize I missed a bunch and not even realize it, but I usually try to respond. Well, thank you, Phil. Again, this whole thing with you know, I feel truly blessed with the whole hat and the shirt deal, and coming up with the Foxit kind of theme, which I came up with that for Midwest Fox Fest when I was going there. And you know, it's just, guys, you would be amazed. It's starting the website, selling the trim bezels, doing the YouTube channel. It's all been a tremendous blessing for me and my family. It's given me some financial ability that I used to not have. And I am truly appreciative of the amount of support the Mustang and Fox Body community has given me since starting this channel. And I'll be honest with you guys, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to even sell merch, and I wasn't even going to sell merch at first. And I did the Foxit stuff. I was like, well, I can sell stuff if I go to a car show or something. But you know, the logistics of trying to figure out how to do it, like shipping stuff and all that stuff. So I'd sent Brutal. I got these hats made up for myself and to sell a few at the Midwest Fox Fest. I sent Brutal one, and that dude wore my hat and shirt like on a ton of his videos, and he kept on getting more out by his subscribers on where can they get Foxit hats and t-shirts, you know. And every time I go on his live streams or chat with him, he'd be like, man, where can they get your stuff? So I finally just said, you know what, I'll put it out there. And guys, I don't even know how many hats we've sold, but if I was going to guess, 250 hats I've probably shipped out of here. I don't know, probably 50 or 60 shirts. We've sold 600 or 700 trim bezels. It has been an amazing blessing. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you for that, and thank you for supporting me and my family with that stuff. And Ricky, man, I tell you, you know what thing that I love the most about those bezels is that when I come up with those, Nick is really the one that pushed me, the guy I was building the two-tone Cobra clone for, to even make those. And it wasn't like it was a new idea. It was something that's been done many times, but it was always custom and nobody had ever reproduced them. And I was like, man, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And I did. And I thought I might sell 20 or 30 of them. I really thought that's how many I might sell. But the rest is history. Matter of fact, I'm about ready to make some more because I'm almost out again. Oh, thank you, Samuel. I love getting the pictures that everybody sends me of those because a matter of fact, I'm compiling a lot of those pictures right now, and on my website, I'll show you. I'm going to put, let's see, I think I've got, we'll go over here to my website. I want to put, let's go right here. So if you go to my website, all of the installs that has been done from customers. So customer installs, I want to get on the gallery right here, and I'm going to have just a section of just the of customer installs here. So I've started compiling a bunch of pictures that everybody has sent me, from whether it be through Instagram or Facebook Messenger or text messaging or emails. I have got a ton. Anytime I get tagged on a post on Facebook of everybody putting their trim bezels in. And guys, next time I get to go to a car show, y'all don't know how cool that is and how humbling that is to be able to go see something that you made with your hands in your shop be in somebody's car. That is probably one of the coolest things. I never really thought about something like that till you done it. And to be able to go see something like that I made, I can't wait to see Blue Oval Media. I watch him quite a bit too, and I know he's getting ready to have his put in his car. But thank you guys, just thank you. Take this off. And yes, thank you, Samuel. Send me a picture, email, however you want to do it. I appreciate that. Ricky Lee says if he's going to keep his 93, he's going to get one from me. Yeah, Blue Evil has he has not done. He has been trying to finish up getting his getting that car running first, and he's getting real close on all of that. He messaged me when I was on his live stream the other day, and he said he's doing his a little bit different. He's adding a little custom twist, so he wants to kind of keep that on the down low for when he releases that video of his install. So House, can I make a bezel without the HVAC cutout? Yes, I can. So I can actually do, I was actually out there today messing with it because I have a guy that he reached out to me, and he was wanting to, I know there's a lot of guys have asked for where they can do a single den and then do the gauge pod underneath it. And LMR makes they sell a single den with a gauge pod that you can actually mount on top of my trim bezel to do that. But he is only wanting to do 2 gauges, and there's a 3, and he already had a custom one made years ago from a guy that's plastic, but it just didn't match. So I'm trying to help the guy out and make one for him. But yeah, I mean, I can do without the double den cutout or without the HVAC cutout. I literally cut those out with routers. I have the jigs that I made. That's where all the time and effort is I can actually make the bezels pretty quick. The time was designing it and actually making the jigs to reproduce them. So, no. So Street Fox 347, Bill, you painted, and glad the wreck didn't hurt you or your daughter. Man, I'll tell you, we were just talking about that today because we were on the way home from church today, and my wife and myself and my son and my future daughter-in-law, we were all on the way home from church today and passing by that very location where we had that bad wreck. And I said, but hey, there were some good things that come out of it. I wouldn't even be doing YouTube right now if it wasn't for that wreck. I'd have never met a really good friend of mine. His name is Matt. You guys have seen him on a couple of videos. He's the guy that I went out to Death Valley with. Also, probably would have never met another good friend of mine, which is Nick, the guy that bought the two-tone Cobra clone, or the FBC. So yeah, even though it was bad and I was jacked up for a while, my daughter actually was the one that was hurt the worst. She was in the passenger seat up front, and my other daughter was in the rear seat. And the biggest part of the impact was on her side of the car, and she was jacked up for a while. But we're all good now. That's been a couple of years ago, and we're all good to go now. House, you got my info, buddy. We're friends on Facebook. Heck, I think you got my phone number too. You just let me know what you need, buddy, and I'll get you fixed up. So FoxFan89 said, also wonder if guys would want the 91 look on the 8789 instead of having the individual circles on the HVAC, doing the larger one that surrounds all of them. So are you saying just you can't? Oh, well, if you can do a 91 look on the 87 to 89, if you change the HVAC controls out, those are interchangeable on the cars. The connections are the same on your HVAC, but now then you got to go buy one. I think they're for a used one, they're about $100 on eBay if you want that look. You cannot do it with we're having one where it's a larger cutout, because the way the HVAC is made, you will see a lot of the unfinished parts if you just have an oval there for the 87 to 89 cutout. Is that kind of where you was going with that, Fox fan? Hey, appreciate you stopping by, Dwayne. Have a good night. So yeah, I'm with you. I kind of, well, see, I only made the 90 to 93s first because that's the car I had that I could, template one off of. Then I realized, and actually, Ryan, if you're still on here, Ryan and I had been, which is Aiden's dad, on here. Me and him had been chatting about, he was working on restoring his car, doing a nice budget build, and he had, and I think his car's an 88, and I got to thinking, oh, that's right, the HVACs are different on an 88 from 87 to 89. So I actually ran out to Ryan's house, and he helped me out, went out there and chatted with him, and have made friends with Ryan, and went out there and looked at his, and actually took one of my early bezels that when I was designing them out there to his house, and he let me kind of use his car as a guinea pig, and realized, oh, I've got to make a whole different jig for 87 to 89 cars, because it just wouldn't work. Yeah, but guys, I mean, you can pick those HVAC controls up fairly inexpensively. They sell them on eBay. Heck, and it's the same one whether it's a 4-cylinder car or 8-cylinder car. A lot of times, if you got like a pick and pull or any type of self-service yard, they only charge like $30 or $40 for an HVAC control. So if you wanted the updated HVAC with the smaller knobs to where you have that look, yeah, it's plug and play. It's absolutely plug and play. Actually, I like them a little better because your fan control off your harness is not as tight on a 90 to 93, because it's flip-flop, but the harness didn't change. So, but yeah, it's a good option. It's a good option. There's a lot of guys. Matter of fact, there's a guy that was just messaging me off of eBay. I sell them on eBay too. And he's like, hey, this don't fit. I'm like, well, it's going to fit. It just, he's like, maybe it doesn't fit mine. I'm like, well, come to find out, he actually, he had like an 88, but somebody had switched the HVAC control on his to a later version. So of course he just went and ordered the one for what your car he has, and now he's got one that won't work. So of course I'm going to take care of the guy. Yes, Ryan, realizing the difference in years led to our discussion on the differences between 87, 89 cars and also the 90, 93 cars, which also got me to thinking about doing the video, which has been the best video as far as performance goes. Of the differences between your 87 to 93 cars. That whole thing going over to Ryan's house that night got me to thinking about all the little nuance, and we still haven't even talked about all the little nuance differences between them. So Sam is sharing some of his install experience on the car. said from his point of view, most difficult part was cutting the brackets and extending the HVAC wiring. Looks great though after it's done. Yeah, I would say the brackets, depending on what tool you're using, because you've got to get back in there a little ways to cut that dash bracket. I have found though, if you get a shallow depth doubled in, like the Alpine that I put into the two-tone Cobra clone, it doesn't, you don't have to extend your wiring because your wires can drop straight down behind it, and they might be a little tight depending on the year of car. But I found that if you unravel your harness that's right there actually below your vents is where your harness sticks up. If you unravel that, that gives you some extra wire too, and you don't even have to cut your harness at all. And you don't have to cut your dash bracket if you go with a shallow depth. Now, in my car, in the 417 Fox, I had to extend all my wires and I had to cut the dash bracket. And I'm fine with that because I really like the Pioneer. It's a little more powerful unit than the Alpine was. The Alpine really needs a separate amp, and they actually make an amp you can attach to it. But anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of different options and just a little more time consuming. Like you said, Sam, to take the time to extend, all of the wires. You don't have to extend the vacuum lines. That's a good part. But if you do have to extend your fan control, the fan control is really the one that's the tightest. And I'm actually going to put out a video here pretty soon. I've got most of it edited. I started including screw cap covers on all of the kits, and I've got a couple other things that was some updates and subscriber tips. And one of the subscribers said, hey, Rock Auto sells the fan control pigtail, and it's like $10, and that way you can actually just cut the wires and add that pigtail to it, and then only have one splice versus two splices, and still get a pretty good little easy install with doing that for another $10 by buying that pigtail from Rock Auto. You are welcome, Money Pit Mustang. So the SSP, I thought I knew a lot about SSPs, but I did not know about the dang the Air Force version with the U2. And I've always been a bit of a aviation nerd, and I thought that's pretty cool. So yes, good question, Fox Fan 89. It's funny that you mentioned that. It's almost like where's Nick's 50, because he's not in the room. I wish he was in here. He actually has one he is trying to sell me right now. He's worked out a deal between Higher Performance trim, and he's getting an S trim, and I still got to talk to the boss about it. We said, just real life here, guys. I got to make sure taxes are okay for this year, and to see if the money is there. But yes, I do want to do some type of performance mod to the 417 Fox. Once we get past some of this other stuff that I've got going, I need to pull the trans out of that car. My rear main is leaking more. It used to just leave a quarter size drop in the shop, even after sitting there for weeks. Now it's more like a spot this big, and I'm going to end up pulling that trans and going ahead and replacing the rear main on that car and any other maintenance I need to do while I'm under there. And also, when I probably start all that stuff and get the car on the lift, I'm probably going to do some type of performance mod. I have thought about doing the turbocharger though. I don't know, and I think Nick's going to probably hook me up with a pretty decent deal on that S trim, and it supposedly has it's all been just been rebuilt. So we'll see. I wish Nick was on here. He was just texting me before I got on the live stream. I need to text him real quick and say, hey buddy, why ain't you on the live stream? He's probably already in bed, knowing him. I'm going to text him real quick to be on the. We'll see if he jumps on, and he can tell you about it, because we're talking about that. So I really would like to do something to that car. The car, here's my problem with that car. The car is fun as it is. My car has 355 gears. It is pretty much, of course, tons of suspension and, and shocks and all that stuff. But the car has got 3-bar heads on it. I'm pretty sure it's an F-cam, but I didn't install it, so I can't be for certain. And the guy that I bought it from wasn't certain. It still has 19-pound injectors. It has, like I said, the 3-bar heads, the GT40 tubular with the larger throttle body and all that good stuff. So pretty dang stock car. So is the video doing okay, guys? I see folks saying something about buffering. So they make a sleeve for the rear main that Neo Mustang. I'll have to go check that out. I watch Neo quite a bit. I think he was he usually live streams. He was probably live streaming earlier. I wasn't on his. Nick said my buddy is over here and he's watching the show. I'm gonna tell him we're talking about him. He said, what's he missing? We talking about you. What? I told him we're talking about him. He'll jump right on here. F-cam, yes. And so so the car sounds amazing as it is, and the F-cam would be perfect for boost. I'm with you there, man. And that would really wake that car up. Go ahead and put a set of 42-pound injectors in it. Leave the heads, leave the cam, get a tune. And I may just go ahead and do like the Terminator X, and that way I can kind of learn how to do, because I don't really know how to do that. And go ahead and do tune myself. And the car would probably be pretty easy to get 400 horsepower out of. And gosh, 400 horsepower Fox body. The car's fun as it is right now. 400 pounds, yeah, I'd love it. So Ricky, you have the F-cam in your 331 turbo car. So I may do the rear main sleeve. I'll have to go take a look at that, because I know those things are, I mean, what small block Ford doesn't have a rear main leak? We'll see if Nick jumps on here. I'm trying to bait him in here, guys, so he can tell you guys about that supercharger, because we've talked about it, but I've got a bad memory. I don't even remember, and we're getting close to time to get off here. Matter of fact, we're kind of past the time I usually kind of stay on here. So what's some videos, while we got you guys in here, what is some videos you guys would like to see? I'm pretty sure you'd like to see me putting a supercharger on my car. And to be honest with you, it ain't like I'm making much money on the channel. I'm trying to reinvest the stuff here, like the hats and the shirts and the bezels, and reinvest into the channel. And be able to put on the car. So I'd like to do that. It sure ain't gonna happen from YouTube money, because I think if you guys watch that video, I just got my second YouTube check, which comes from Google AdSense, and it was $140. So LMR also sells a sleeve for the rear main. Now, when I replaced Nick, speaking of Nick again, I replaced the rear main in the two-tone Cobra clone. See, I did a ton of stuff on that car that you guys, I hadn't started the channel yet. And I had the trans and everything out of that car, put a new rear main. I had bought a Ford rear main to put in it, cleaned it up real good, and it was clean. Felt like it went in just as square as it can be. And then Nick said, yeah, oh, by the way, it's leaking again. What's going on with that notch from Death Valley? So so Matt, that's Matt's car, not my car. I just went out there with him. He bought that car from his cousin out there. We drove it back, and that car's been in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma ever since. He actually gave that car to his son for basically his first car. So yeah, so his son drives that car as a daily back and forth to school. It being an automatic, nice car, but yeah, he drives his 16-year-old has it, driving it to school. Funny story on that, and if you guys watched my last video, that Lightning that I built for Matt, and this of course before the channel started, I'm going to show you, see if I can pull up a picture real quick of it, guys. I'll have to show you guys. I love that truck. That was truly a fun project. That truck was actually supposed to be his son's. Let's see here. I think I got pictures. Here we go. All right, I'll show you guys on this other screen. So I built this truck for Matt, and that's when I had it pulled out when I was still working on it. I completely tore this truck down and restored this Lightning for Matt. This truck was actually going to be his son's first vehicle, and his son really, he liked the truck, but he really liked the car a lot better. And this truck was actually a little too nice. I think the truck, he was worried that he might, get it messed up a little bit or something. Good kid, great kid. His son's name is Jake, and but there's some pictures of the Lightning there here at the house. Hey, you can see I already had the two-tone cover clone back there on the back on the lift. So yeah, I really did enjoy doing that truck. That truck turned out amazing, as you guys can see. This truck that Matt bought, he actually bought it. I think the guy, he had it shipped here and got it in New Jersey. Bought it just by video and pictures. The truck was pretty rough, and you can definitely tell it'd been a northern truck, but wasn't all rusted out. But the truck only had like 100,000 miles, and it was a documented one-owner truck. So the interior is really nice on it. I did re-dye one door panel on it. I fixed all the dents and dings in it, but it's ended up being a really, really nice build. Yes, so Money Pit Mustang. So thank you for that. I will be doing more on that. As a matter of fact, my wife, she is going to start, I think she said she's off Tuesday and Wednesday this week. She's going to get out there and start block sanding the car. So that project's getting ready to start rolling pretty quick. Oh, look who showed up. I almost stayed a little late just to see if Nick would come hang out in the house. I knew he couldn't he couldn't stick around, knowing his ears were burning. So thank you for stopping by, Nick. Nick is the owner of the two-tone cover clone, or Old Blue, or FBC, the car by many names. So Nick, they was asking me, they really want me to put a supercharger on the 417 Fox. I didn't say anything about it, and here we are just yesterday talking about doing the supercharger deal. Hal says, hey, I'm not blurry anymore. Well, my internet sucks, so sorry, guys. So yeah, the two-tone cover clone will be at Ford Takeover this year. Nick is pulling that car up, and he's all the way down in down close to Birmingham, Alabama, and he's going to trailer the two-tone cover clone all the way up to Jackson to come hang out with us at Ford Takeover this year. So if Caleb, so I've been back and forth with Caleb. He's trying to work out a deal. I know me and a few other YouTubers wanting to set up some space, and he's trying to figure out how all that's going to work. And if we can, maybe have a few have those cars set there, and maybe I can get Matt talked into bringing the Lightning. Maybe have some stuff set up there. I'll set up booth up there, sell T-shirts and hats and junk like that and come hang out with you guys. So, but Nick, that's kind of what we were talking about. We were talking about your car and then talking about you and I going back and forth on the supercharger deal. And so what is the specs on that supercharger again? And you got that deal made, right? Where you trade, where you got the trade set up. We'll wait on Nick to respond. So yeah, him and I were talking quite a bit yesterday about that he's worked out a trade for a more of a higher powered supercharger for more of a, more like a 600 horsepower car that he's trading a guy for that and get some other stuff for a lower power supercharger that's been refreshed. But I don't remember anything about it. Stop drinking at house 308. Just kidding. He was blurry here too. Yeah, gotta love my internet. Yep, deal is made. You don't have it in hand yet. So no, we were just talking about you. I was surprised you weren't in here tonight. Andy Martin. So you're finishing an engine build for your 65 and you're getting it painted. Let me put this up here so I can read it a little bit better. 65 plan on going with a dark blue from the 2020 Mustang with the blacked out hood and panel. Fox console looks good in it. Nice, man. So is it the dark blue? Is that you're going with the Kona blue, I'm assuming then? That Kona blue, it almost has a little bit of a purple hue to it as well. It just depends on the lighting when you're looking at it. Or are you doing velocity blue? So Nick responded, it's a V1, it's a V1 S trim with the upgraded R wheel. So I may, if I can talk the boss into it, may just be able to get this right here for the 417 Fox. So I need everyone to go text 417. No, I'm just kidding. And we will see if the wife, because this is a partnership deal between me and her, and I don't spend money without permission. And if any of you guys are married, you don't either. But she's actually super supportive. So a cool little story about that. Nick, and don't stay on here. I was just giving you crap because I was actually telling them I was texting you while we were on here. So Nick gets to work on airplanes and fly airplanes and have fun like that. That'd be the coolest job. The boss. You're right, man. You were absolutely right. But my wife, so quick story to tell you how cool of a wife I have. When we were talking, so my dream car is a GT350. That's really what I'd love to have, but that's expensive. And when I was telling her what my dream car is, she said, "Go get it." I said, "Huh?" Say, "Huh?" Say, "Huh?" Chris Page said he's married. He's not married. That's why he has 4 Foxes. Yeah. Andy, I do like the Velocity Blue better, personally, than the Kona Blue. The Kona Blue just looks, I like it. I like it on certain combinations, but the Velocity Blue is actually my second pick for when I was going to buy an S550. So quick story, and I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. My wife said, "Well, go get one." I said, "Say, huh?" And it made me really appreciate just how cool she is that she's going to let me go buy a GT350. But then I started looking at insurance on a GT350. Then I started looking, I could have swung buying one and financing it and all that and putting some money down. But then I was thinking I wouldn't be able to enjoy it because I'd be so worried that something would happen to it. I'd be so protective of it. Not that I'm not protective of my cars right now, but I drive them. I'd be scared to drive the dang car. So who's to say? I might still get a GT350 one of these days in the near future. But as of right now, I'm going to enjoy this S550 I got and my Fox body because I love driving them both. So But guys, I'm going to tell you what, I am about to wrap this thing up. I usually don't go more than an hour because my voice actually starts giving out at about an hour that I've learned. I used to do a little bit of public speaking with training and stuff in the former position I used to do, doing training sessions and stuff. And I realized that if I'm just running my mouth for an hour, I start losing my voice. So So 89 GT 5.0, Lucky my wife tells me to buy stuff for the Fox. She says it's just money. That's kind of how my wife is, but it's a little different than spending a couple of $100 versus spending, if you figure that just the supercharger cost, and then I got, to get, a computer system, I got to get mass air, I've got to get injectors, I've got, there's a whole slew of things. I got to get, fuel system. There's a whole slew of things that I've got to get to make it all work together. So by the time everything's said and done, I'll probably be $4,000 in. So, but guys, again, thank you guys for stopping by. The 3 winners from tonight, I will try to get your stuff in the mail tomorrow. And I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hopefully y'all had fun with the trivia. It wasn't as smooth as I hoped it would be, and I am sorry about that. But hopefully no hard feelings for anybody that didn't win. And anytime I do a live stream, I'll try to always do some giveaways for you guys. So I appreciate it. Nick, I got you, buddy. So y'all have a good night. And Nick, again, appreciate you jumping on real quick and giving them the info on that supercharger. And maybe next time we do a live stream, I'll talk about plans to put the supercharger on. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all stopping by.